let's talk about some Tennessee softball.
That's what I'm talking about.
The newly #1 Tennessee softball team.
That's what I'm talking about.
As man, what else can we say other than Tennessee is just playing out of their minds? They're in mid-season, late season form in the first 2 weeks of the season. And I know things can change at any point, but Tennessee looks like that they are ready to play whoever they need to. And for those of you that saw, there was an article that I put out today and also a video that I put out today. 5 reasons why Tennessee can win the national title this year. And I'm not going to go in depth on these. I'm going to let y'all check out that video, check out that article, see what y'all think. But Tennessee has got multiple reasons this year why they can win the national title. And I don't see any reason why they shouldn't be a betting favorite, at least in the top 4 or 5 teams, to win the whole thing this year.
Like what I'm hearing, but really it's just validating what we all thought. The hype building up in the off season, kind of going into the season. We all, I mean, me and you both were kind of like, hey, it's Oklahoma City or bust. I mean, that's the type of roster that Karen Weekly has been putting together. And this is that money year. This is Carlin Pickens last year, so that obviously that plays a role into it. You made a lot of moves in the offseason as far as trying to upgrade this offensive lineup. And then you got new pitchers that had, kind of got a taste of it last year, but clearly weren't ready. And now they are experienced and looking every bit of Tennessee arguably has 2 all SEC caliber pitchers right now. Now we're going to see how that molds in the SEC play, but I mean, golly, they just played 6 top 25 teams and looked fantastic. I think Aaron Newer didn't give up a run. Like
she hasn't given up a run, and she's only given up 2 hits in her first 6 appearances. She's 5-0 to start the season.
She's arguably out pitching Carlin Pickens. Like it's amazing. So I love to see that. And then Ella Dodge, Emma Clark, and company swinging the bats, very nice, and love to see that. So this team's got about everything you could ask for. I hope they aren't clicking too soon, too early. I think this team's just good. I think this team is just good. And it was really cool to see them hit. I don't remember her new last name, but basically Jordy Ball from Nebraska hit off of her really well. Kind of got her rattled, got her out of the game within like the first 3 or 4 innings. So that was good. Huge wins all the way around. The softball team looks fantastic.
Yeah, and both of us said going into this season that we know the defense is going to be there. We know the pitching is going to be there. Is the offense going to be there? And to this point, the offense is there. And that was the one ingredient that we felt like was missing going into this season, was just the offense. Because that's the one thing over the last couple of years that they have not had, where, Carlin Pickens goes out and throws a gem. Peyton Gottschalk goes out and throws a gem, only gives up 1 run or gives up 2 runs, but then we only score 1 or we don't score at all. Well, right now, this team is scoring in bunches, and they're doing it in multiple different ways. I mean, Sophia Knight at the top of the lineup is a weapon. She's batting almost 500 to start the season, and it's almost a guarantee when she gets on base, she's at least getting to second because she's going to steal it. She might even get to third by stealing that one as well. And then they can play small ball. I mean, we saw the suicide squeeze the other day where they brought in a run that way. They can hit the long ball. They can, slap hit. We saw Gabby Leach, somebody that I've mostly known as a, stand in the box. I'm going to put the ball in play and I'm going to hit the long ball. The other day against Florida State in the first inning, she does a little slap hit in between first and second to get 2 runners on before Ella Dodge gets up and hits the 3-run bomb. So, I mean, they're doing it in multiple ways. It's an all-around effort that I'm loving right now for Lady Vol softball.
Y'all just stay tuned. I hope y'all go ahead and make them reservations in Oklahoma City coming up. And I hate to talk like that because they're probably not going to. I'm telling you, man, this team's got everything. All the ingredients. Just let the chef cook at this point. I mean, it's time to sit back and enjoy this season. This is one of those Tony Vitello-esque 2022 year of.
Why did you bring that up? We know what the 2022 team did.
I don't care. Dude, this is.
But no,
this,
you're 100% right.
This is the team. I mean, this is the team that you're going into the year, putting all your eggs in the basket, putting your every last dollar on this team to go win it all. Obviously, it's still hard to win it all. So even if they come up short, it doesn't mean that this team failed. It just means that, man, this is probably as close as you're gonna get for a while. What you are saying is an understatement. Tennessee has outscored their opponent 76-4 this year. Incredible. I hate to say that it's an understatement. That's exactly what I said in a TikTok video earlier today, actually, that I said that they outscored their opponent 76-4. So I'm glad you fact checked me on that. Whether you meant to or not, it's nice to know that I was right because that was completely off the top of my head. Yeah, I mean, they dominated. It wasn't like they're skating by 5-4 over a team or 3-1 or they did beat Oregon, I think 2-0, but that was about the closest game they played, and Oregon was a top 5, 6th ranked team.
Tennessee was ranked 4th and Oregon was ranked 5th at the time.
Yeah, so I mean, they are playing phenomenal, and like I said, it's not just. When people think Tennessee softball, man, their minds, and I kid you not, it's the folks that watch maybe a little bit of softball, but they don't really watch. I mean, everybody's just thinking, oh, well, Carlin Pickens is pitching every game, and and I'm just like, actually.
So let me ask you something.
Quite the opposite.
What are your thoughts on the strategy that Tennessee has done so far, and do you think they're going to keep doing it the rest of the season? So
I hope so.
So throughout both tournaments at the beginning of the season, Carlin Pickens only has 2 starts so far. What they're doing,
I'm okay with that.
They're throwing Aaron Newer, they're throwing Maddie Rutan, they're throwing Sazemar Jetko, and I cannot remember the other girl off the top of my head. She's a freshman. She's been hurt some of the offseason. But throwing them so far to start the season, and then once they get a lead, all right, let's bring in Carlin now to just slam the door and make sure that the other team does not score. I'm glad that you said that because I love that strategy. Yeah. I think that they should keep doing that. Obviously, if you got somebody like Aaron Newer against UCLA, the plan in that game was, all right, we're going to start Aaron Newer. We're going to let her go a couple of innings, and then we're going to bring in Carlin Pickens. We already know that was the game plan. Well, your offense put up 8 runs. And Aaron Newer was shutting them down. So let's just let her go all 5 innings, which she did. Didn't have to have Carlin at that point. But I love that strategy and think that it's something that they should do going forward.
Yeah, I mean, it's one, I love if you've got an ace, like I love not overusing the ace or putting too much on film or anything like that. That could kind of give the other team an advantage in any way. Because I do feel like as good as Carlin Pickens is, man, if the same team ends up seeing her from, let's just say Oregon, we face them again down the road. Mm-hmm. And Oregon is now facing us for like a 4th or 5th time in the same season. And if they were to see Carlin Pickens every single one of those games, I don't care how good a pitcher is. When you see a pitcher that many times, you're just going to be able to time it up. You're going to be able to see it. You're going to know their cadence, their pitch strategies. Like there's so much film on them at that point that they're almost predictable.
And it's kind of like 2 seasons ago whenever Tennessee played Alabama. You played the 3-game season in the regular season. You played them in the SEC tournament and then played them again in the regionals.
And Alabama got in the regional. Yep. Got wrecked. That's a great example, Michael. Thank you so much. So yes, I'm all for, I hate to say saving Carlin Pickens, but like just
using her sparingly
when you have to, even if you have to, like just almost like a when she wants to, we just got up by a couple runs. There's nothing more disheartening to a team that, okay, let's bring up Oregon for an example. Mm-hmm. You get out to a lead, and I don't have, and this may not be word for word. I don't even know who we started in that game. I watched some of the highlights. I watched some of the games. The Florida State game was phenomenal. I watched that one all the way through, but it's hard for me. It's hard to watch all these games.
Yeah, I believe Carlin did go bell to bell in that game.
That's what I was thinking. But like, let me find a better example. I don't know who came in. Was it Nebraska?
Well, I was going to say, let's use the Nebraska game.
It was Nebraska. Sazemar Jetko, Aaron Newer. And then you go up on Nebraska by multiple runs. And then Nebraska already struggling to hit those 2 ladies. And then you bring in the 8. There's nothing more disheartening. It's like, crap, we can't even time up these gals. Now you're telling me that I've got to hit 80 miles an hour at 33 feet. It's not going to happen. It was a great game plan. It was great execution, and all the ladies showed up ready to play. Like, that's the thing that I think is exciting me the most is going into opening week, weekends, plural for Clearwater because they were there for 2 weeks. But like, these ladies looked ready to play. There was
Mm-hmm.
no like warming up into the season type stuff. Like, it was from the first inning. They were ready to rock and roll. And I gotta be honest, man, this defense behind the pitching looks phenomenal.
That was that's one of the points that I made in the video and the article is that, Tennessee's defense has been good the last several years. But now that defense looks like it's gotten even better. And it was hard to believe that the defense could get any better than what we saw over the last couple of seasons because they were stellar. But in their first 10 games, the Tennessee defense only has 2 errors. And especially this early in the year, that's almost unheard of. That's almost unheard of at any point in the season, especially over a 10-game stretch. But yeah, it's unbelievable what this team has done to start off the season. And they look like a team that has played with each other for years. Like those travel teams that they also play together in school ball. So by the time you get to your senior year, you all know exactly what you're going to do. You know where everybody is, you know how to play with them, and you just have that success. That's what this team looks like right now. They look like a team that is just played together for years.
I agree with that 100%. And honestly, some of these ladies have. So, but it's
Mhm.
it's nice to see. You did have some ladies kind of age out. Kiki Malloy, shortstop last year.
Laura Mailer,
Laura Mealer, thank you. You had some of these ladies that are big contributing factors. Taylor Panel, going to
Sophia
Texas Tech
Nugent.
for the bag. And honestly, I don't even blame
Don't blame her
Taylor
at all.
Panel for doing that. That is insane. And Carlin Pickens had every opportunity to do the exact same thing. And I just love the fact that she stayed. That is awesome. I think that speaks volumes to this program, to Karen Weekly, her coaching, and then also the teammates around Carlin Pickens. Because, I mean, obviously, to pull a move like that, you had to have believed in your team, right? So, yeah, phenomenal job. This has been in the works for quite some time, and I hope we really do get to see it come to fruition like we have already in the first 2 weeks of this year.